And meditation is just simply a metaphor for life. We don't have to do anything different in meditation than what we do in life. So of course in meditation we sit still. We bring forth all these inner attitudes. But there's no reason why we can't have these same attitudes, these same experiences, this same shift in perspective with our own life. So the first thing we might play with is being open to receiving. So that means we begin to directly experience life as it is right here in this moment. And to directly experience this moment, we have to unhook from our mind and just come into our experience. And a good way to come into our experience is to begin to feel with our body, feel with our being, feel with our presence. And so we energetically unhook from this center, this egoic center that we have in our mind, and we just begin to feel, and just notice what it feels like in your hands, in your heart, in your thighs, in your torso, in your belly, in your back, on the crown of your head. And as we open in this way, we begin to experience a fuller and richer experience of life. And the walls begin to dissolve between us and what we call reality. Okay, so that's just one of the first things we'll play with, is simply unhooking from our mind and beginning to directly experience. So anytime during the meditation where you're kind of getting lost in thought, in fact, we can play this game in life, anytime we get lost in our minds, we can come back to the present moment and see just what's here. And so while we sit, you're welcome to have your eyes open or closed. It doesn't make a difference. But we're going to be feeling. And you're really going to be getting in touch with the energetic feeling of what's here. So that's one thing we do while we meditate. Another thing we do is we are open to embracing everything, absolutely everything, without any exception at all. So if there's any part of you that's emotional, that's in pain, that's struggling, that's sad, that's happy, that's elated, whatever, we embrace that fully and allow it to be here. And by allowing it to be here, I don't mean we allow it to be here like it's over there, we're going to push it in a corner and hope that we don't have to feel it. But we allow it to be here, like the sky allows clouds to be here, rain to be here, storms to be here. And so we want to allow in this way. In fact, the allowing is actually already always happening, because everything is just happening in life. It's only our mind that comments on top of it and makes it seem like we're not allowing it to happen. As soon as we identify with our mind, we suffer. As soon as you let go and just allow everything to be here fully 100%, we stop suffering. You may still feel and experience pain, but we can feel pain without suffering. Suffering is when we fight against pain. Pain's a part of life. And it's something that almost everyone on earth is trying to get away from, trying to run from, trying to not experience. And so when we sit, somewhere along the way we got this bias that we shouldn't feel or experience pain. But there's no way we're going to get through life without feeling pain. In fact, if we embrace pain fully, in a deep way, we discover that it's something quite different than what we originally thought it was. And so that's quite exciting. If we can embrace these painful parts of ourselves, the parts that are hurting, the parts that are sad, in a full way. So that's our invitation, is to embrace whatever's here. So we unhook from our mind, we directly experience what's here. We embrace everything. And also we can be fully open to receiving something greater than us. And by receiving, I mean receiving grace from the divine, receiving beauty from each other, receiving the silence from this moment, the quiet that's here. You can receive the spaciousness that's here. And to receive, again, we have to unhook from our mind and be completely open to what's here. And so we don't want to be like a 15-year-old, who we're trying to talk to about, drugs. Like, don't do drugs, kid. Like, that kid is not receiving. He's going to do whatever he does, and he has his own opinions. He throws up walls and thinks that he knows life, because he's 15 and doing the 15-year-old thing. So when we sit in here, or actually anywhere in life, we're not going to do this dance of, I know the way, and hold up a wall. Because as soon as we hold up a wall, we stop experiencing life. We stop being open to all this wonderful, incredible, overwhelming beauty that's here all the time. And then one more thing before we get into our meditation. We can rest in our divinity. We can rest, as the Buddhists say, rest as awareness. And again, if we just unhook from our minds and simply just rest as the one who sees, rest as the one who experiences, rest as the one who hears, and just notice what it's like just to be you. The one who sees, who hears, who experiences, before your mind starts commenting. And so this awareness is always already here all the time. It's just that quiet, simple nature. When you wake up in the morning, it just sees the light coming in through your window. It's the quiet awareness that's right here, hearing my voice. It's already 100% completely perfect, whole, and complete. And it doesn't need a single thing. It's absolutely alive, absolutely divine, absolutely beautiful and perfect. It's here before, during, and after every thought you have, every emotion you have. And so we'll rest as that. And as we rest as that, it's almost like we surrender to that and allow ourselves to identify fully with that aspect of ourself, which is the totality of ourself. And as we give ourselves to this more and more, we find we become spacious, we become vast, we become peaceful, we become silent, we become clear. And then as soon as you pick up a thought that says, I need to be here, I need to be there, as soon as we pick up an argument that we had yesterday with our partner or with our boss, then we start suffering. And it's not that those thoughts can't be there. It's not that those Arguments can't be there, because they just come and go on their own. But as soon as we align with them, believe in them, and start engaging in them, indulging in them, then we suffer.